Hello, I'm Buzz the Mosquito, your guide for today's big adventure. Have you ever heard of a tiny troublemaker called malaria? It's a sneaky sickness that comes from mosquitoes like me. Well, not me exactly, but some of my cousins. Let's go on an adventure to find out more. Malaria is caused by a tiny parasite, also known as a mean bug, that sneaks into a mosquito when it bites someone who already has malaria. Like this. Later, when it bites another person, boom! The parasites jump in and start causing trouble. Think of it like a tiny villain hiding inside a mosquito, waiting for a chance to jump into a person when they get bitten. But wait, it doesn't stop there. The parasite goes on a big journey inside the body. These parasites are super sneaky. First, they travel to the liver. The liver is like a factory that helps clean your blood, store energy, and makes things your body needs to stay healthy. The parasites hide there like they're playing a game of hide and seek, sometimes for weeks, months, or even a whole year. When they're ready, they escape into the blood, and that's when people start feeling sick. Symptoms usually appear about 10 to 15 days after a person is bitten by an infected mosquito. Some get chills and shake like a wobbly jelly. Others get a high fever that makes them super hot. People might feel weak, get headaches, stomach aches, and even start throwing up. And guess what? Some types of malaria cause attacks where people go from freezing to burning up and back to normal again. And here's the tricky part. If a mosquito bites a person who has malaria, it picks up the parasite and spreads it to someone else. That's how malaria keeps going in a big circle. But mosquitoes aren't the only way people can get malaria. For one, it can also spread from mother to baby. It can also spread through blood transfusions, which is when a doctor gives someone blood from another person. Finally, it can spread by sharing needles. That's why it's so important to prevent it. Malaria is mostly found in warm places where mosquitoes love to live, like parts of Africa, Asia, and South America. Did you know that a lot of malaria cases happen in Africa in kids under 5 years old? That's why we need to stop malaria in its tracks. Good news, heroes! We have powerful ways to fight back against malaria. Let's check them out. First, bed nets. Mosquitoes love to bite at night, but bed nets stop them in their tracks. Some nets are even coated with special bug-fighting stuff. Cover up and spray. Wearing long sleeves and pants helps, and bug spray with special ingredients keeps mosquitoes far, far away. Medicines. Some people take medicine to keep malaria away, especially when they travel to places where malaria is common. And if someone does get malaria, doctors can give medicine to help them get better fast. Vaccines. Here's some super exciting news. Scientists have made vaccines that help protect kids from malaria. These vaccines are being used in Africa, where malaria is the biggest problem. But right now, they're not available in places like Canada, so travelers need extra protection. If someone has malaria, doctors can find out by testing their blood. They use a special magnifying glass called a microscope to spot the tiny parasites, or special tests that give quick results. The faster malaria is caught, the easier it is to treat. Malaria is a tricky opponent, but we can fight it together. Learning about it, using bed nets, wearing long clothes, and helping others get protection are all ways we can make the world a safer place. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, friends. Now you're all malaria-fighting experts. But before I go, I thought we could test your knowledge to see how much you learned about malaria. Where is malaria most common? The North Pole, warm places like Africa and Asia, or underwater? The answer is warm places like Africa and Asia. Malaria is spread by mosquitoes, and mosquitoes love warm, wet places. That's why malaria is more common in places like Africa and Asia, where it's hot. What should you wear to avoid mosquito bites? Shorts and tank tops, or long sleeves and pants? The answer is long sleeves and pants. Mosquitoes can't bite through clothes easily, so covering up helps protect your skin from itchy bites. What is one of the best ways to stop mosquitoes from biting at night? Sleeping with a fan on, using a bed net, or leaving all the windows open? The answer is using a bed net. A bed net is like a curtain around your bed that stops mosquitoes from getting in while you sleep. Great job! How many did you get right? Now you know how to help stop malaria from spreading. Every small action makes a big difference. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep those pesky mosquitoes away. See you next time. Buzz buzz. Bye.